Check.
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 Check. Check.
Check.
Patty,
Powerful.
porcupines.
Powerful piston pumping. What?
Pumping poop.
Pumping poop.
Pumping
Periodically.
porcupines. Okay.
Pumpkins.
Aren't you
Pooping after pizza.
Excellent.
Let's get serious. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So
Check.
Carbros, yeah. Carbros USA, yeah.
Okay, so welcome to episode 3 and
Of what?
the Carbros.
Start it over. Hold on. Check.
Check.
It's gonna say Carbros podcast, but I guess
In case you can't
Okay.
tell, it's Carbros.
Okay, so we're here with the 3rd episode of the Carbros podcast, and I have to think things are going pretty well.
Yeah, it's booming startup.
Yep. So
Thank you
I
for
think-
being here.
I want to personally thank you
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for joining us. We're now down to 1 audience member.
Thank you for staying with us.
Yeah, Carl
Stick and leaving
Bernstein.
He's probably just fallen asleep with his iPod on a continuous play.
Just us and you, Carl.
Yeah, just listen to this on repeat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking we should probably talk about our own cars real quick. I assume that's something that people wonder.
Sure.
Okay. Feeling that.
How many of your cars are you going to talk about since
that-
you've
you
owned
know-
about 100?
Well, no, I just mean like current
cars?
Every
Cut it.
car would
Cut it down.
take
Okay.
quite a while.
This is good.
Who wants to start?
Because I'm proud of both.
I guess,
I know you.
I mean, I'll start since I have the simplest lineup. So I have a 2007 Subaru STI, which was featured in the final race. I bought it brand new in 2007 and then drove it for 10 years. Baller. Yeah. And after that, I just recently bought the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, which was featured in Chad. So pretty much anytime we buy a new car, it's immediately put into a video.
Yes, we have a pretty small collection of vehicles that
Yeah.
can be used.
But yeah, besides that, I mean, I guess your first car.
Well, don't forget about your Nissan Versa.
Oh, yes, the girlfriend has the
Ford,
Nissan
yeah,
Versa.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, saving the best.
CVT.
Yeah, waxing it and
Spoiler
polishing
alert.
it.
Is that an S or an SV?
It's an SV.
SV.
So
You know,
yeah.
I like the SV package.
Yeah,
I like what
it's
they
very
did.
sporty. It doesn't have the spoiler, the lip spoiler.
You know,
sadly,
I like the.
I mean, that's a little bit too much.
Spoiler delete.
A little bit too flashy.
Spoiler, that's a rare option.
Yeah, but yeah, those are the 2 cars that I own right now.
Sweet. Mike.
I have a 99 4Runner Limited. I don't think I need to tell you 99 was the best year.
Yes.
Tallest springs.
Some call it the
Actually,
one.
99 is the best year, they say, because the springs are the tallest, and that's right around the time when like explorers were flipping and stuff. Like seriously, people were just like dying in SUVs, and so they lowered them after 99 to make them less prone. But now everyone's like, put the 99 springs in. So I have a 99 4Runner, which I love. I bought it for something I do for work, but also to daily drive. But I actually really like driving that thing, even though it's like,
I've ridden it.
It's very similar to the Jeep,
minus
power, a lot of things.
yeah,
Refinement.
It's the same color.
it is. It has that in common. And then I also have a 2003 M5, which I bought in late 2013, I think. I think it's been about 5 years. That was my, I'd say, dream car, one of them in high school, but way too expensive at the time. And then I was looking for a car to buy, you know, whatever, 4 or 5 years ago. I was like, all right, I'm going to get like a fun car to have. And I looked at a couple things. The closest one I came to was a Boss 302. I almost bought one close to new. But that fell through. But that still would have been cool. That would have been a fun car.
Could have been you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boss.
So I have the M5 instead. I'll probably use it for a video soon. I have an idea for that. But I love driving that car. Every time I drive it, it's just like they got so much right on this car. But it has 69,000 miles on
Nice.
it, and I don't want to take it to 70. And so I find myself not driving it, which is like such a lame.
It shall stay.
Yeah, preserving. I drive it every week, but not far.
Are you going to take it to Monterey?
I don't think so.
Bro,
Should I?
why not?
Yeah. Why? Because I'm just going to haul gear and stuff. Like the 4Runner is such a better...
Bro, it's executive sedan.
I know.
Saloon.
It's made for road trips. The thing I think about that car is like, I might sell it, but I also just kind of think of it as like saving it for when I'm a little bit older. Because it's like, why? It's only going to be low mileage once. And like,
It's only going to
why?
have 69.
Yeah, like why drive it now? But it feels that's kind of what I told myself a couple years ago, and now it's like, all right, I'm kind of getting to that age.
I'm just
where
saying, if there was a place to take it, that would be...
Is Monterey like a good? I just figured we'd
Sure.
like park and then walk around.
Well, I mean, it's fun to drive something cool.
Is it?
You can see like whoa, dude, is that E39? What color is it?
Red.
Emola?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Emola
Emola red? Oh, they only made
Best color.
Whatever.
Yeah, best year, best color.
Just
saying.
saying.
Just putting that out there.
I'm saying, if there was a place to bring it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll think about it.
Unless you want to look like a chump.
Dude, 4Runner.
The quail? I think you're going to drive
Snapping
a
some
quail and a
necks.
4Runner? Yep. Okay, so that gets to me, which I've had way too many cars. And at the moment, I have the aforementioned Dodge Challenger RT392 Scat Pack, or
You sound a little unsure.
I'm not exactly sure what the official name is, but yeah, I've had that for a couple of weeks, and I really like it. And
You haven't talked about that thing much. Like I keep waiting.
oh, I could talk about it.
Well, I just mean in general. Like I don't have a good feel
You mean
for
of that specific?
just your car. I mean, I feel like every like couple days I'm like, fuck, 4Runner.
Yeah,
man, this
yeah.
thing is sweet. And like
I don't like to toot
You
my
talked
own
about the
horn.
Challenger more before you bought it.
Yeah.
like
It's
every
everything I hope it would be.
day.
No, it's
Is it? I mean, dude,
Chally.
no, it's good. I like it.
you like it?
I mean,
That's cool.
well, I mean, it needs to be modded bad.
Uh-huh.
That ride height is
slammed.
embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, I was embarrassed to show up today. But no, you guys need to drive it and see.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that, and then I have a Volkswagen Golf GTI Sport.
Sport.
That's a rare 1 year only
Yeah.
Sport mode.
that I got last year when we had our baby. So that's sort of the family car
Yep.
of the group. And then aside from that, we also have another Golf, which is a leased e-Golf that my wife drives to work most days, because here in California, you can essentially lease an electric car for free. So it kind of makes sense to have one. That's kind of what you use for most of our around town driving. And so those are the three commonly used real vehicles in my garage. And in addition to that, I have a 72 Datsun 1200 that I bought 4 or 5 months ago. That kind of a piece of crap that had been sitting in some guy's barn, half barn. It's not really a barn find, because the barn was like halfway torn down and exposed.
Structure fine.
Yeah,
rubble.
Yeah, maybe it was a barn at one point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I bought that a while back, and the motor was frozen, so I bought a similar motor just to get it on the road, and once that is done, kind of clean it up and hopefully have some fun with it. And then I also have a 1996 Dodge Ram van that I bought also this year for $200. $200 and state of the art.
I forgot. I thought you were going to say it was like an 85.
I mean, to be fair, it kind of looks.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
much looks
I actually, I kind of like. I was driving when I was driving here yesterday, because like vanning is kind of not vanning the way it was in the 80s. Like, I get in my car and like let's smoke some like weird, some like like weed laced with ecstasy, laced with like whatever. But like people build out vans now to like travel around and kind of live in them. Yeah, and I was like, fuck, that Dodge van. Like you could actually make that pretty cool.
It's got plenty of space
to build that thing out.
Yeah, so I bought that for $200 because why not? And it's just kind of sitting at my house, and I'm not quite sure. I'll get to it at some point.
Is the GTI, that sport thing's really only 1 year?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that. It's just like a trim. It's not.
Oh, it wasn't.
It was. I mean,
Is it just the plaid seats? Is that what it is?
no, that's all GTIs. It was just
Oh.
a certain grouping of
Stuff.
options.
okay.
Without having that wasn't that much more than a base model. I think they kind of do that at the end of the just to move some units. I think.
And you also own.
Oh, the Dart.
And you also own a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Ferrari.
don't fucking own that. I do not. That is in your name.
Yeah.
It's in my
Are you still paying insurance on that? How much
I
is
mean, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
You
Couple
can
hundred
afford
a
it. It's a
year.
Ferrari. Come on.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. It'll show up in the mail, and it's like Pontiac, like '86 Pontiac. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing has been, I guess, sitting at my house for like a month and a half now or so.
man.
I guess I should. I mean, it's not a car, but I have, the 2005 CBR, like a Honda CBR 1000,
right.
which I forgot I have
All three of
because,
us ride on it.
yeah, I probably haven't
That's
even
to bust.
started it.
Stack in a pyramid. We call it the Triangle of Terror. Coming down the
But
road.
it is the Repsol edition, which is the most desirable, best color.
Bike is terrifying.
Yep. So I guess that sort of covers it.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to talk more about the Dart. I'm
Oh yeah,
guessing.
and then I also have a '75 Dodge Dart that I built for a website that I used to work for SEMA, the Lovable SEMA show, 2016, and it has
that Hemi.
it has a newer Hemi Mopar crate motor and a bunch of Hotchkiss suspension and a whole bunch of other crap. It's kind of a fake race car that could be a really cool track car.
I mean, it's pretty race car-ish.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't taken it to the track
Right.
at some point, but it's sort of built for that. It's just
How does it feel speed-wise compared to the Challenger?
It's actually, I think they're pretty, I think the Dart's probably a little faster.
Yeah.
Like in a gear.
Right.
I mean, it just the transmission.
Oh,
is
yeah, that
kind of
shifter
weak,
sucks.
4-speed.
Like you can't really like manhandle it that much.
Yeah.
Or, like,
The Dart's definitely probably scarier since
Oh, yeah, well,
it's so much
yes.
louder and
Yeah. Well, it's like
you hear all the rattles and
and it's like 1,200 pounds light.
Zero traction control or anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I mean, like, one curiosity I have is did you lose interest in the Dart after the Challenger? Like, is it what the Dart is but better? or is
In a
it
way,
still-
like it almost made me appreciate it more because it's like, oh, this is the same motor, but it really couldn't be a more different
experience.
Yeah, well, I guess John's is even more different. The Jeep.
Oh,
I mean, that's a bigger
Different
motor,
experience, yeah.
But even if you compare the Challenger to John's Jeep, it's like the same motor.
Just different experiences.
Yeah, but like completely, like wrapped in a completely different vehicle, which is kind of cool in a way
Yeah,
that
that's neat.
one company can do that with an essentially identical motor in two completely different vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's still. I really want to put a better transmission in that thing at some point
Yeah.
if I keep it.
Yeah, like a nice 6-speed would
Yeah,
totally change that
yeah,
car.
you know,
Because they're somewhat like truck 4-speed or
Yeah,
something.
it's an overdrive like late 70s. I mean, it supposedly handles the power fine. It's just not the most precise.
Well, you could. I wonder how far just a different shifter would go. Because that's what's wrong. It's not like the gears and
Yeah,
are
it's
terrible.
hard to tell.
It's
Like I never really had time to
$200
fully go
shifter
through it.
might.
Yeah, it's something to
Freshen
look at.
that
But we put a new steering box in it, and
that's
that made a big difference. That was quick ratio.
Project cars, man.
Yeah, I spent way too much money on that, but it was
that's how it goes.
it was a great experience. I mean, I don't think I would probably still do it again, even though I spent
Yeah.
a lot of money. I don't know if I want to do it again, but I would do it over again.
Finishing a project car. And I mean, I guess it's different if you're trying to do all the work.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do it.
But like, hats off to you for getting that thing done. I mean, it is a little different because you had a deadline and you had something to get to.
Yeah.
But it's like anytime someone starts a project,
Yeah.
and they're like talking about their ambitions, I'm always like,
Yeah, that was the one
see.
thing. Like, you saw that bullshit about like deadlines on reality shows or whatever. But it's like when you actually do have something.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like if it's real, you're like, well, I either have to fucking do this or I failed. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't work.
I got a ton of stuff done on Friday because I had to come down for this.
Oh, you're like,
I was like, oh, well, I better actually do everything I meant to do all week.
I better actually work
on Friday.
Yeah, that's true. Even if it's sort of arbitrary.
Yeah. No, they do. They help some people.
Because I remember you were spray painting parts of the chrome probably like the day before it was picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think to be fair,
it was down to the wire.
Most SEMA cars are like that.
Yeah.
It's like you're always, well, I guess SEMA is a whole different topic, but it's just no matter how much like preparation you put in, like, oh, I'm going to start this like way early.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to start building a car for like two years from now. So
Yeah.
Like even then you're so, oh, fuck, like the day before, like trying to do something.
It's always going to somehow get done.
Exactly. Yeah.
An hour before it's due.
Yeah. But yeah, I need to drive that thing more.
Yeah, I always laugh at like the stages of a project car when people get to the point where it's like, yeah, like getting the car and gutting it go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have to, like, I pulled the motor out.
Yeah, like, that's off to a great start. I gutted the interior. Like,
Yeah.
duh. That part's easy.
Yeah, I tore out the carpet.
Yeah.
I got ripped the headliner out violently.
I got my vacuum and cleaned up some of the like rat shit in the spider webs.
Pulled the motor. Like,
Now
it's really coming along.
You know, it's a good start. And we'll see you in a few years.
The project cars for sale. That's like one of my favorite things. Is like project cars for sale. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
60%
If
done.
that, that's like generous.
And they're like, oh, it just needs like
It's like 97%.
all you have to do. Look, you just have to finish the wiring.
Yeah.
Like they always
The
try to
motor, the
talk
motor's
about.
in the car. All you need to do is wire it up and get it running.
All you need to
Yeah.
do is make headers, make the steering box work, all the electronics,
Yeah.
figure out the fuel
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh yeah, you'll need a different oil pan.
Yeah.
so it doesn't quite fit.
yeah, the
Probably want to go with an
Yeah.
electric power steering.
The motor's in the car, but there's no oil pan. It's the cross member. It's like, yeah, you got excited and then bored, and now you're trying to like abort this thing in the most graceful manner.
Yeah.
You sank a bunch of money into it, and then I'm just asking like 20 grand.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm just trying to get like most of my money back.
Yeah.
like nope. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get any
I'd
of
rather
that
have it
back.
before you.
Just have to finish the custom body work I started. Like nope.
I've done half. I've done like half. Two of the fenders. The other two. The other side.
Well, I started swapping the dash from an S2000, and it's like, fuck, man. I'm only selling it because I'm trying to get some money to buy a house. Like, yeah, and because it sucks.
Yeah.
And like, you're seeing the reality sink in. Like, the project that was going to be awesome isn't that cool.
Let me think about this.
Yeah.
Please, just buy it.
Please buy it for 30 grand cash.
Please.
Motors built by Jeff, whoever the fuck. Like some big deal. Yeah. I don't care.
It's pretty big in South Florida.
Yeah. But buying someone else's project can be sweet.
Yeah.
Like that is a good
Yeah.
way to get a good deal
Yeah.
on something.
Or
I've never done it.
Thought about it.
But yeah, like I don't know if someone like if you're looking for a project and someone had started like an FD with like an LS1 or something, it's like you can usually get them cheap for those reasons.
Right.
It's like
You can put your own personal touch.
you can
on
put
it.
your own spin on it. You pick if you want an AP1 or AP2 S2000 dash in it when you go for that swamp. Yeah.
I actually enjoyed modifying the Subaru probably more than like now. Like when I got the Jeep, I don't know but they obviously don't know, but I probably put close to 10 grand into the Subaru. Just
in a matter of like 3 months.
yeah, it was a pretty quick turnaround.
He was bitten by the tuner bug.
Yeah,
hard.
exactly. Yeah, I started, and so the goal was to just turn it into a track car, but mostly, I've only done autocross in
Mostly
it.
to show off.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's like fun.
yeah, it was because it wasn't fixing
like
anything or
Pull
anything.
off
It's just
stupid
take
parts
out
and put on like pretty parts.
race car parts and stuff like that. But now that it's been done for I don't even know, 4 months.
Something like that.
Like I drive it once a month, maybe. Like
And you're just like, whoa!
Obviously it's a huge difference from driving the Jeep, but
that's
it's
pretty
just
far.
like I like kind of like with you like the Dart. Like I'm just like, man, I wish I'd just drive this more.
Yeah.
But
Well, it also, well, I guess the STI doesn't matter, but the Dart is like, the weather here fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
This time of year, you just like can't really. I mean, you could. It's like, well, I got to take it out like at 6:30 in the morning,
which is like fine.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Yeah, you're not gonna like daily drive it as fun as it is.
It's also just hard to make a project car. Maybe it's just like as we get older, but to me, it's like I used to think I'm gonna make a project. I'm gonna make something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make something that's gonna be like super fast
Off
or
the
super
wall.
cool or something. Yeah. And then it's like, and then you drive something that's just good from the factory.
You're like,
It's like,
yeah, you have to like be really dedicated.
fuck. Like you're not gonna make something
Yeah,
better,
Then-
different, sure.
Yeah.
More
Like if you
more unique,
really,
like-
if like something just really doesn't exist and you want to make something, or if you just like tinkering with things, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when people are like, I'm going to take a Fox body and like, like remember it used to be like, oh, you've got a Porsche? Like I could dump like 40 grand in a Civic and run circles. around.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Sure.
do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
you're not like the engineers at Porsche don't know how to build a car, but I do. Like, no, you fucking don't. you're gonna make some.
Or I like how
stupid
the
thing
funniest
that's
thing is
gonna ride like
they
shit.
always like imagine that they're gonna like pull up either like a meet or like a lonely canyon road. Like so, there I was in my Civic, with like 30 grand in it, and then there's this guy in this 911 that I just happened, he was trying to pass me, and I was like, I don't think so, bud.
Yeah.
I
And then
dropped a gear.
And then like his girl was like, oh, dude, you suck.
yeah, she left him and
Yeah.
came with me.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Show that
man.
rich asshole what's up.
Yeah, you're not. That car's gonna suck. If you finish it, it's gonna ride like shit. Like, yeah, try making a car that rides better with something than something that has like
Or something that will like
Magna ride
Yes.
and like you're really gonna like out tune your like skunk 2 coilovers on your fucking salvage title Integra's gonna ride better than like anything.
Yeah. Let alone like past fucking smog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know a guy.
Yeah.
Cars are just so good right now. Like I think project cars in general just made more sense. It's weird to say, but like they made more sense like 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was like
new cars were just kind of okay.
because they just sucked. It's like
Yeah.
there wasn't that much good stuff really.
Yeah.
And the best stuff that there was kind of was a platform. It's like you buy a 2002 Camaro SS. It's like, oh, what are you gonna mod? Like what mods are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just like here's a big motor, here's a cool platform,
Right.
and like do your thing.
Yeah.
And now it's like like the 1LE. It's like,
Yeah.
how are you gonna improve a
Yeah, for
1LE SS?
You're not going to build anything for like 30 to 40 grand.
Yeah.
It's better.
Like you're gonna pull those like 19 by 11 forged wheels off and put like some torque
nut.
thrust on it.
Some
Like, what
nut.
are you gonna do? The only thing you can do to that car is like put headers on it
Yeah,
or
or like
something.
even stickier tires.
Yeah, like nicer tires.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like we lucked out messing with cars when we were younger. Because
Yeah.
now it's like,
Yeah.
first of all, all the good candidates are expensive.
Yeah. You have to be like pretty dedicated.
And
or
you-
you want to have to do something like really off the wall.
Yeah.
Like a Dodge van.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Serious. Like you have to
And
create.
then,
something
and then you
that
also
doesn't
have to
exist.
go into it knowing that like you're going to lose a bunch of money. Like
Yeah.
you're never going to get what you paid.
Yeah, you're not chip foos.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, we all want to be.
Yeah, even old stuff. Like is that stuff falling out of popularity? Like older muscle cars and stuff. I don't follow it.
I don't know if they're. I don't think they're like skyrocketing, but I don't think they're.
They've kind of like
dropping.
leveled out or something.
Yeah, I mean, muscle cars are kind of like the exception because I think they have like a universe. You don't necessarily have to have been around back then to appreciate them.
Yeah.
But like something like a 47 Buick or something like
Yeah.
that. Like no fucking young guys. You're like, yeah, that's what I want. Like
Yeah,
a straight A.
everyone wants a '69 Camaro.
Right, that's
Nobody
kinda-
wants a
it's-
Studebaker.
Yeah, it's kind of like ubiquitous because they've been in all kinds of movies.
Yeah.
And this and that.
I just think now it's like when I see an old car that's fixed up, they are still cool. I think the coolest old projects are you spent like 10 to 15 to get a nice one.
Yeah.
And then you spend another 10
Like
modernizing
tweaking it, yeah.
tweaking it and making it cool and kind of modern.
Yeah.
So that when you drive it around, it's still an old car.
Yeah.
It's still got a bunch of charm,
Yeah.
whatever, and you keep it
Right.
as that.
Yeah.
But like trying
trying to replicate modern performance.
Or even get close to it, man.
Yeah.
Just after driving that Hellcat, it's like, no fucking way are you going to make something faster, more comfortable, more reliable than this thing.
Yeah, it's like, well, all the guys that build those like crazy pro touring cars.
Yeah.
I mean, like I can appreciate the work and they look cool, but like, you're not going to drive that on the track like you would like a ZL1.
Yeah, just hammer on. And it's like, is it even Ring Brothers or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, they're insane builds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like
I'm not knocking that, but...
Yeah, I think that's just like a whole nother level of just like, I have a ton of money, so like and I like a 69 Camaro.
I was at a car show, and there was a 69 Camaro with like a 900 horsepower, like LT9 or whatever, or LS9 out of the like old ZR1. It was just this, like carbon fiber body panels. It's like, what is the use for this thing? It's probably terrifying to floor it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like on one hand I see that it's cool, but on the other hand,
it just doesn't excite me. It's just out of my
like why
go? I mean,
because I think part of the fun of a car like that is being able to like beat the shit out of it and not worry about it. Like, I can't imagine tracking some like one-off.
Yeah, that's
like,
true too.
Well, I spun into the dirt and like destroyed my like custom hand done, but like those things are pretty much just show cars.
Yeah,
usually.
Oh well, pretty to look at.
Yeah. All right. So another thing that I think a lot of the stuff just kind of comes from our group chat of like shit we complain about or rant about or just make fun of, but just kind of car dealers and the way they operate, just how annoying. It's like a necessary evil.
I have never dealt with a dealer. I've never bought a new car.
You're lucky. I mean, I think I've done it way too much.
Yeah.
But it's just, I guess John, you haven't really done it a whole lot either. Right?
I mean, well, I bought the Subaru new and then the Jeeps from CarMax. So, I mean, I've done it a little bit, but obviously...
Yeah, it's just, if you buy it, like, compared to, it's just so weird how...
It's the only...
How different it is than any other, like, consumer...
You can either buy a new car one of two ways. You can roll up...
And just pay a lot for it.
And buy it.
Yeah.
Or you can do what you do.
And deal with all the bullshit.
And dive in there and, like, pit dealers against each other.
Dive into the fray.
And just go for it.
Yeah, it's like, part of me enjoys it, but part of me's like, why is it like this?
Yeah.
But, yeah, just like the way they operate, like, they're not like forthcoming with info, and it's like, what fucking year is it? It's like 2018. You can go like on the internet and look up anything. Like, well, I don't know. I'm the sales manager over here, and I'm that, they're doing that. And it's like, just can you or can you not? Like,
yeah, I think part of it is you're emailing people, right? Is that the primary?
Usually, most of the time.
It's like you have to assume there's like for every you, there's like 100 just fuckheads.
True. I mean,
who are just sending the. Yeah, I guess. But, like, I could see being 18.
And, like, being easy to blow.
It's like if you put something on Craigslist, people are going to offer you money, like, lowball you. And it's like, you probably don't even have the money. Like,
I don't even have the money.
It's like being a car dealer, I bet, who has an internet presence, which I'm guessing they all do.
To a degree.
To a degree. Is probably, like, Craigslist times 100, which is the amount of people just fucking wasting your time on the internet. People come in, people set foot in the dealership. That's different.
Yeah.
Like on the internet, it's like you're being serious because you're actually shopping.
Right.
And most of them are just like, oh, you do like 20 grand. It's like, I mean, I'm surprised it's not just automated.
Well, I mean, half the time it is. Like,
practically is.
It's just like that. There's that Honda dealer that I was curious just about. They had a bunch of Civic Type R's listed, and I just, we have these, so I assumed that they were, marked up, which I was not interested in paying, but I thought I would check anyways, and that's when she, I think I showed you guys the email. She's like, well, you need to come in and talk to them. I was like, can't you just fucking tell me how much you walk over to the goddamn window sticker on the side of the car and tell me what it says.
You got to roll
sorry,
up.
like, this is a limited edition car. We're happy to come in. And I was like, well, goodbye.
Yeah, they probably know if they say like, yeah, it's 15 grand markup. Like over the,
just laugh at them.
Nope.
Which I kind of did anyway. anyways. But I guess they're trying their best.
Yeah. Well, the whole buying a car thing, whether it's from a dealer or someone else, it's like, it's such an art form.
Yeah.
Really. And it's like, you have to have a tolerance for pain.
Yeah. Bullshit.
And bullshit. And sometimes you're on the giving end of that. I mean, try not to be. But it's like, I do enjoy that process.
Yeah.
Used cars, which is my
yeah. I mean,
experience.
Like, there's part of it is enjoyable, but I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
At a certain point.
Then you're like, fuck.
It's very love-hate.
Yeah.
I think the thing for me, like, with used cars, one of the things I hate the most is, like, it's kind of like special Type R MSRP markup type thing. When you go to buy a car and the guy thinks it's special.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, you know, maybe it kind of is.
But it's not.
But it's not really.
Yeah.
But it's like, at least in my mind, when I buy a car from someone, I kind of want them to like me. And so it's like I'm being friendly.
Right.
And so I was like, how do you tell someone their car kind of sucks without offending them?
Not being a dick.
Because what you want to say is like, yeah, 15 grand, like, dude, this thing's worth like $6.
Yeah.
You know, like, I want it, but you're way wrong on what it's worth. And it's like, how do you tell them that?
I think a lot of you just have to like wait it out.
And you do. Well, it's like, it's always tempting because like there's one of them. And so it's like, oh, is someone else going to come along and scoop it up?
Well, there's cars that like sit for sale. It's like oh, this car was like 15 grand like 6 months ago. Now it's like 7,500. Like, please. Like, and it's I guess they don't need to get rid of it that bad.
Yeah, I love watching, like, if you're like looking on Craigslist a while, and it's like you see the same car keep getting reposted.
Yeah. Open offers.
Or like when like on a forum or something. It's like one of my favorite things when it's like you can see the post history. You know, it's like page 5 and this thing was listed.
Bump.
Oh, weekend bump. And it's like price drop this weekend only.
Yeah.
It's like page 2 of 4. It's like, oh, that didn't go so well.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of it. I see that. I'll sell it for $1,500, but only if it's by Sunday or something. Then the price goes back. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise the price. It didn't sell at the lower price, so I'm gonna raise it back up.
Yep.
Like, who are,
Economics at work.
what's the fantasy here? There's someone with money like, okay, this weekend, fine. It's like, it's not worth it, dude. You're off by.
If you lower the price and then you have to, so that's just how economics works.
Bring it back up.
Yeah, if you lower the price, it doesn't sell. You raise the
Bring it back up. Bump, bump, bump. Clean car. Bump. You know, I think it's funny too, like being on the other end of that. It's just reminded me, like when you go to sell a car, any car that's like kind of old has a bunch of shit broken on it that you get used to. Yeah, it's just like the reality of a used car. Right. And it's like, all right, I'm going to sell it. And it's like, well, it'd be worth a lot more if I did like these small things. So then you do them. Yeah. Like you fix a bunch of stuff.
You're like, oh, this is sweet.
It's like, man, this car's way better now.
I don't want to sell it.
I don't want to sell this thing. Now the window rolls up and down. Like, that was like the main reason I hated this thing. And it's some like 1 hour fix that you've been putting off.
It's like a whole new car.
Yeah, you've had like a bungee cord holding the door panel up for like 3 years. And then you fix it and it's like, oh, I
don't need that new car.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed of this thing anymore. The flip side of that is like cars for sale, like Craigslist or something. They're like, just needs a spark plug, super easy fix. I do it, but I don't have the time. You're like, what else? That's not it.
Car won't pass smog. It just needs a
not passing smog.
Yeah,
super,
needs an O2 sensor.
Just a vacuum hose.
Yeah,
so you fucking fix it. If it's so
it's a little thing.
Look, I just don't have the time.
I've even seen a few. It's like it needs a new battery. You know, it won't start. You can't do it. But,
It's been sitting for a while. It ran when it was parked. Should start right up. Just don't have the time to mess with it. Like, how fucking important. Well, show me your life. I always want to say, like, I'll give you double what you're asking if you show me your life. Like, prove that you don't have the time. I'm going to call bullshit on your story. The amount of trolling I would do if I had money. Look, I'll give you. If we put a no 2 sensor in this thing and it passes smog, I'll give you 50 grand. Like, you're just like super calling him on.
Guys,
Yeah, I'm coming over right now with an O2.
yeah, I'm bringing my own O2.
Yeah, like, oh well.
That's what my mechanics.
Look at the time.
Oh, it's sold, dude.
Oh man, God, old cars.
Fun.
Yeah, it's funny, like if you know about cars, what you'll let go on a car. You're like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, you just get used to it. Like, yeah, it does that thing, but like, you know, fuck it. That's not big. But then the other part of that is like, if you ever ride in someone's car,
You notice?
and they don't know shit about cars, you're like, dude, what the fuck is that noise?
Yeah.
You know, like they start going down the street and it's like, like that's like in the drive line. I don't know, it's made that noise for a while.
It hasn't gotten worse.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man, this thing is dangerous. Like, I know what you can get away with.
That's not.
That's not, I don't know what that is. But that's like a CV that's welded itself together. Like, dude, shocks are totally blown out.
Your diff has welded itself.
Like, man, this is not good. Here, I was like, okay. Just kidding.
It's a Saturn.
Just kidding. Oh, yeah, they make good cars. I don't know. Or like someone who, like, it's weird when people, like, there'll be people who don't know anything about cars or care about cars, but then also drive a manual transmission, which is kind of weird because you don't have to at all these days. Like, you have to go out of your way.
Well, it used to just be that you're super fucking cheap.
Yeah, that is one thing, right? Like base model
Yeah,
Civic.
yeah.
Like, oh, if you don't want to pay $200 for an auto, you can get like windows, manual windows, and a stick.
But it's not
like
even that anymore.
The frugal version.
You have to like go out of your way.
Yeah, it's like, why do you have this? Like, why do you have this car? And then they're really bad at driving it.
Yeah, I don't even like this.
Then the shifts are like, you're just like, oh man, I can like smell clutch. It's not.
Yeah,
we're not close enough friends for me to help you.
Yeah, I miss the days when like just only like super cheap people had. Now it's like the opposite.
Yeah, I bought a new car. It's a stick. Like, you stingy
This was
bastard.
$700 cheap.
Yeah, like, they had an automatic, but they also had this one with like cloth. I could get the interior without cloth. It's just foam and springs.
It's got vinyl floors.
Yeah, you upholster it. It's like, yeah, you have to like seek a stick now.
Like, well, we did this model doesn't have painted bumpers. We saved.
Yeah, you can get like black plastic bumpers on stuff. Wasn't that an option on like Corolla or like Tercels?
I think like most cars. Like, you had to like step up to like the LX.
Like EX model had like painted bumpers. It's like, fucking what? How expensive is paint? Like, what was it like in the 90s? You can like, I'm gonna pull that bumper off the line.
Yeah, no, we're not painting that.
Injection molded at the factory in China and installed. Yeah. Like, okay. Man. Manual transmissions are leaving. That's another, I like driving a stick. I'm all for it. And the 4Runner is actually the first car I've ever owned that's not.
You're moving on up.
Yeah, which is weird. Like, sometimes at stoplights I'll like jab when I think, like, I'll freak out for a second. It's like, am I supposed to be doing something? But like, people are like, oh, like, why don't they offer stick anymore? Like,
I don't buy new cars.
BMW. Yeah, first of all, you're 19 and you drive like a CRX and you think BMW or whoever gives a shit about your opinion on like the new M3. Well, BMW's dead to me. Like, they so don't care about you at all. But the other thing to me is like, I'm all about stick shift, but it has to be a good one. Not if they just like put it's there in the car. Like, if they're not gonna like design the car from the beginning,
if they're gonna like
with a stick,
take a step back, kind of like the Golf R.
Yeah, the Golf R was good with a stick, though, wasn't it?
It's like a lateral move at best.
Really?
I don't think that car was designed for like dumping your fucking clutch.
Yeah, Golf R, I'd rather have a
Yeah,
auto.
yeah.
It's like that car just seems cooler
Yeah.
with it. But like I think of like the V10 M5s.
Oh yeah.
Those were only that automatic sucked.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, that was like first generation SMG
Yeah.
or whatever. Is shit.
Yeah.
But they're like, put a manual in it. And so they just like put a manual in it.
Like, yeah.
It's like they just like had a
Like,
transmission.
oh, we borrowed some Ford Ranger.
Yeah, it's just like a manual. I think it was a carryover from the E39. They just like put it back in.
We still have some of these.
Yeah, and it was just like, yeah, that's not any better. Like that's not what we want.
Well,
you know?
that connection between.
Yeah, it's like I love that connection. Like some rubbery ass shifter. It's some like super bad, vague. Like, oh, I just kill for a manual. Like, no, like a good manual, not any manual. Like they usually suck. You know, like a good one. Like FRS was good.
Yeah.
like that transmission was good.
Yeah.
But like a lot of them suck. It's like fine, like don't build it then. But if you're gonna build it, build it.
Yeah.
Like
Investors open.
yeah, I feel like more people would buy them
If they're.
if they actually
Yeah.
like get seriously.
They weren't an afterthought.
Yeah, like when was the last time somebody was like, "Wow, this is like an insanely good
Yeah.
manual transmission setup."
Yeah.
Like it's really, it's like all American V8s are the same transmission.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the 6060 or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, and it's good, and it is good.
Yeah.
But it's like that's kind of a certain brand.
Right.
GT350 apparently, I haven't driven one, but apparently that transmission's super good.
Yeah.
But it's not
I've shifted
made
one
to-
hard at the auto.
Yeah, I've shifted the shit out of it. Parked one. I've broken that thing off.
I've taken that thing to the
Let me tell
goddamn
you-
ringer
Let me tell you how it shifts in neutral with the motor not running
on the floor of the
on a carpeted floor.
while someone else is waiting for you to get out so they can get in and check
Well,
it.
a father and his son are waiting patiently for me to finish. But yeah, I don't know. When people are just like, save the manuals, like, yeah, like, save some of them. Like,
Yeah.
well, they don't need
Yeah.
to offer everything.
Yeah. Like I think I was reading about like the new Forester,
Oh yeah.
and people were like, "Oh, bad news! The manual."
It's gone.
Like, you didn't fucking buy it.
Yeah.
Unless like you literally own that car. Like, well, I was waiting to trade it in, but
Yeah.
you don't make it. Someone to go gets like, what are you like? 1 in 10,000.
Yeah, as if any company's gonna be like, man, everyone wants the manual, but we're gonna stop building.
yeah. Sorry, guys.
If you want a manual, then like you better own a brand new car with a stick.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like shut the fuck up. Like, go buy an old car with a stick. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're not contributing to saving them.
Or then there's the one guy, and it's like, well, this car has a manual, but you can't get the manual with the sunroof. Like,
Yeah.
man, sorry, I'm not buying. I'm just gonna. Keep,
I would have bought
I'll
one,
just
but you
keep
you can't turn off auto rev matching. So.
I'll just keep driving my E30.
Yeah, yeah, right. The new M5 does nothing for me. So, yeah, I've got a 318 convertible with like a shitty,
What's the like hatchback one?
the 318 Ti, or that little like chode looking thing. Apparently those are cool.
Yeah, they're kind of neat.
I mean, I don't know. Some
It literally looks like
people.
someone just fucking hacked off the entire like trunk.
The guy was like saving the design and the file was corrupt or something. He, like opened
Oh,
it
we
back
found
up.
it. It's
Oh,
Doesn't look too bad.
Adita, we can make it.
Yeah. It was due today. Oh fuck! You got that hatchback design done for the E36?
I was, yeah, it's done.
Oh, here. Let me just select all and like move these dimensions like 6 inches that way.
So you're saying it's a future classic?
Future collectible. 318 Ti is kind of like, those remind me of like there's people who like get whatever car for their first car. Like 318 Ti is a good example. Like their aunt had one and they got it. And so like
Got a Beamer.
yeah, like got a Beamer. And so step one is like, now they're an enthusiast for that model. Like 318 Ti, they're like,
They're in.
they're just like, oh, this is the best car. They're like, never shut up. Yeah, it's like you got one free.
what does this car look like? I'm not. Bring it up.
3.5. Here, let's bring it up.
Oh,
Well, 318.
I thought it was a newer car, but yes.
no.
Yeah, now it's familiar.
Woo! Okay.
So, do you not like trunks? You have...
It's like, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Why would you pick that up?
But yeah, he clearly just like selected the vertices
Unless
and
you
just
like,
dragged them.
well, I live in a place with a very short parking spot. I really wanted the
My driveway got all
Yeah.
fucked up from a fire. It's seriously, yeah, it's like controlled drag on like the points
Yes.
at the taillight.
Yeah.
Like I could make this car in 10 minutes from an E36 sedan Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like I could Photoshop it to be this one. It's like, fuck. What?
apologies to anyone that owns one.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I'm sure they're great.
we love them.
Sure, they're great.
With that said, we love them.
Yeah, there's probably some like, oh, did you know that like the CG is like 6 millimeters? You know, it's like some reason that like these ones are way better or something. Even worse is when someone gets like something worse than that. You know, like a Tiburon or something.
What are you trying to say?
Like they get like first generation Tiburon and they're really into it, and then for some sad reason, like when they finally get enough money, they buy like a second gen Tiburon. You know, it's like, dude, did you just admit that thing sucked? And like, it's fine because it was your car and you drove it, but like, don't
Brand loyalty.
yeah, don't work your way up like that brand. It's like, God, my like Cavalier. It's like, oh, someday I'd love to own like a Z24 or like whatever that like mediocre Cavalier was.
Well, I'm so bummed they got. I guess I'll just have to get the Cobalt SS.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Like they stay in that genre. It's like, dude, let it go. Let it be a time in your life
Look back on it
rather than your identity. Yeah.
It looks
The
pretty
worst-
similar to that. What was the VW hatchback like back in the 90s?
Sirocco? Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe. It
That
looks
thing was actually like...
the Corrado.
Yeah, Corrado. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay, you made this car.
How do you make a rear-wheel drive car look like it's front-wheel?
It's
Yeah.
like the original clown shoe.
That thing would probably wheelie pretty easily.
But why did they? It's like, oh, let's import this thing, but let's only give it like the lamest
Yeah.
motor we make.
Didn't they like downgrade the suspension on this?
Did they?
I think it had like something bad.
Well, this thing is clearly
Like, it just
like-
couldn't fit.
Unless this is, I mean, I'm not gonna like research it, but that looks like M3 running gear, right? Those are M3 like
The wheels.
side mirrors, and so it's like elsewhere. In
Someone
the world
looked that
they
up.
had. Yeah, someone let us know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something. Oh, who the fuck do you think you are? I have like 6 318s.
I'm lead admin over on the 318
318 forum.
TI Life.
Yeah, I'm the admin. You're fucking banned for life.
If you ever come to fucking Athens, Georgia, I'll
Just let me
take
know.
care.
Fight you if you're ever in Kentucky. Anyways, what are you talking about? Those people's first cars.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, kind of came full circle. That's probably a good place to
Yeah.
call this one.
Oh, really? What are we at? Time
48 minutes.
banging these out.
Wow.
Yeah, you ranted,
We're really onto something.
you ranted pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Special
special thanks to BMW.
And this episode was sponsored by BMW.
The new 318i and 418i. That's the thing. These days, that would be a 418i GT.
Oh,
Like Sportback.
Yeah.
Or something. That was, that was the original one. Damn, no sunroof. That thing's actually pretty sweet.
that's the one to have.
Yeah.
That's the one, folks.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well,
thanks for listening.
thanks
and,
for
we'll be back
hanging
again.
out with us.
Yeah.
I hope you learned something. If you have a 318i,
We're sorry.
good luck driving a hard bargain when you sell it.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See ya.